Hey everybody, welcome to the Rayhart Rundown.
Hello.
Okay. I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's been a long week.
Yeah. It has. It's been a really long week. Yeah, my voice is a little bit shot, like always, whenever I get done with a long weekend at work.
Well, we're also recording a day early. Usually, I give you your time for your voice to catch back up.
Yeah. But like, I woke up this morning or whatever, and I started taking a shower.
Yeah.
And I noticed that my voice was like shot, so I was wondering how low it can go, and I found a whole new octave.
In the shower?
In the shower.
Like the best acoustics ever in your house?
Yeah, but it was like so low that like I don't know if I could do it now, but like, dude, this morning it was perfect. I was like, womp. Oh yeah. the oh yeah was perfect, dude. Like it was just like
How crazy is it though? Here's the thing, is that it's so funny because, and I was thinking about this the other day, it's funny you bring it up. But like, how crazy is it that what you hear your voice as in your head
completely different than what other people hear? Yeah, because like I actually noticed, I feel like at least when I was younger, I had a little bit of a lisp and a little bit of a speech impediment whenever I would hear myself on playback. Mm-hmm. But to me, my voice has always been the same. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've never really heard the difference.
I didn't hear my voice until we started this podcast. Like, I don't want to say until we started, but like, I think when we started this podcast was probably when I was like, oh, I don't like that.
No, Nobody likes I still hate my laugh.
I'm fine with it now. I'm cool with it. Fine.
I still hate my laugh.
Your laugh is distinctive.
My laugh is distinctive.
It's very distinctive to you.
And a couple of years, I mean, my laugh has changed over the years. I mean, just like anybody's voice will change, or mannerisms, or
I don't think
whatever. I used to laugh like Kermit the Frog. From what people had told me, and I was highly insulted.
Like you're like,
yeah, like I just
like Ernie,
or like. Well, not even just a hee, but like the ha ha. Like apparently it was bad. Apparently it was just like Kermit the Frog, and I was highly insulted, and I don't think I ever spoke to that person ever again.
Is it one of our sisters? You need to apologize again to somebody?
No, like I said, I never spoke to them again. But, so yeah, maybe one of the sisters. No,
but just because they said that though.
Yeah, fuck them.
Okay, okay, fair enough, I guess. No, but yeah.
I still hate my laugh.
My thing is...
my laugh peaks on the audio, on the mics every time. I'm just like... Dude, I've even cut my laugh out of this show sometimes.
I have this squinty laugh. Like, I have Dad's squint when he laughs. If you look back on previous episodes, go there now. If you look back on previous episodes, he like when he laughs, he does like his...
yeah.
You know,
Dad also
I get
does
that.
Dad also does that... what is it's every single time he laughs, like he squints or whatever, and he smiles.
Yeah.
He goes, and he does that like quick, you know what I mean?
That quick hiccup.
And then he's like, and he inhale like laughs or whatever, and then he'll exhale. He said that laugh.
He said again. It's very distinctive.
Very distinctive.
It's very distinctive to Dad,
but it's also very contagious. Like you can't help but kind of laugh along with Dad every single time, and he laughs at his own jokes, which is also great.
So do you?
Yeah, I know. I get that from Dad.
I think I do too. Honestly.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of comedians that do that, dude.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. It's
like Chris D'Elia is a huge comedian that laughs at his own jokes.
Him and Burt Kreischer, they laugh, and that's fine. Again, and you want to be, because that
it's a contagious thing.
Yeah, it's a contagious thing, and it just
with stand up at least.
But no, Dad, you're like I said, your voice is always for me. I was like, and then listening to myself on the podcast and hearing the playback, doing the editing or whatever for sound and this and that, and just going, oh, okay, that's just what my voice is going to be,
right? And
it's so weird, because then what I'll do to hear my voice on this show versus hearing my voice like when I do a voiceover for the cartoon or whatever, or something or whatnot, and being able to fluctuate it and change, then and only then can I hear what I hear in my head. Does that make sense? So like we just now said, that your voice is different from what you hear in your head versus what people hear.
Right.
But when I do either an impression or when I do a character voice for something, I don't know if it's like I can hit it exactly what people I hear in my head. So it's the only time I can get it to change and adjust.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And it was really difficult because like I used to do impressions back in the day. I can't do.
I was gonna say, everyone right now wants to see something. At this point.
I'm not.
At this point,
I can't do them anymore. I stopped a long time ago. But I used to be able to do a really, really impressive Mr. Garrison from South Park, from what people had told me, and then and from what I was also told, for a white guy, I did a pretty decent Bill Cosby impression back in the day. For a white guy, I think that says a lot. But yeah, like in my head, I sounded just like Mr. Garrison. Mm-hmm. But I knew that I sound different in my head than I do on camera or on microphone. So I just kept on practicing it and just kept on feeding off of other people. Mm-hmm. And then finally people were like, dude, oh my God, you sound just like Mr. Garrison. Like it was crazy.
That's the best way. If anybody out there wants to do voice acting or characters or anything like that, the best thing they could possibly do. And I got a tip from, what the hell is that comedian's name that does all the voices? He does like John Madden and Rick Moranis and...
Oh, Frank.
Yeah.
Frank Caliendo.
Frank Caliendo gave me some tips that...
his Instagram's filled with tips.
Yeah, like, that if like you... And that's a perfect place to go look for this same tip I'm about to say, is that if you just if you want to copy somebody's, the way they talk, just grab one word or one phrase.
And just practice
and just
that.
Keep doing that one word or one phrase, and then try to add something to it.
Right, and then also.
So that's how I ended up doing. And I'm not trying to interrupt you real quick, but that's how I ended up getting when South Park came out. Like there was no way I was able to pull off Cartman at the time. This was 1997, but I thought that was the funniest shit. So like Cartman, Mackie, Garrison, all those characters, I was like, I'm gonna try those, and I just kept doing it. Like that one. I could never get any of the Simpsons characters happy with. I got King of the Hill. That one took a while. That one took about
Bobby?
Yeah, that one took about a year. I got Hank from King of the Hill. Everybody in the 90s tried Beavis and Butthead impressions.
Yeah.
And I wanted to keep doing more. Life gets in the way.
Yeah. I was working on because it was the one that every impressionist needs to do, and it's the Christopher Walken.
See, and I can't do it.
I was getting there, dude. I was, and then I just stopped. But life, like you said, life
gets in the way, right?
Another key to good impressions is like, what's his name? Jay Farrow, right? He was talking about how, I believe it was him, how you take one impression and change little things about it, and you have a whole nother impression of a whole different person. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think he compared how like Jay-Z is a deeper voiced version of I just said his fucking name when I was practicing. Sorry, I'm really tired.
Bill Cosby? No.
More cowbell.
Christopher
Walken.
Yeah. See, and that's good. Like what you do is good.
Yeah, it's really a lot of enunciations. I was working on Obama for a little while.
Yeah, see, I
was getting there, dude.
Well, again,
again, for a white dude, it was a little impressive.
That's the beauty of if you're gonna do stand up, if you're gonna be a stand up comedian that can do impressions and you can actually nail them, you don't have to write jokes anymore.
Right.
Does that make sense? I got a hair on my nose or something.
But no, because like the Obama impression is actually really easy to manufacture. It's the voice that takes a little bit more.
It's the cadence.
Yeah, it's the cadence. It's with every sentence that you say, you think real hard on it. Mm-hmm. Not like with the facial expression of you think, but you pause your words enough as if you're thinking about what you're going to say next.
Yeah.
And so but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know where to go from there.
Yeah.
But like, it's
you
just
pause
like,
a little too hard right there.
Yeah,
you hit the bricks a lot.
But you pause a lot.
No, I get it.
In mid-sentence.
It's a cadence.
It's a cadence to it, and it's like, but doing like mastering an impression is so much fun. Like I used to do it in the car all the time. Same with working on accents. Mm-hmm. Accents, I think I still have a little bit of. But it's and there's just so much fun to do because like especially when I'm in the car, like I'll cuss people out in road rage in a whole nother in a whole nother like
dialect,
accent, in a whole accent. You know what I mean? So and it's just like and it was just so much fun because then people were like, "Oh my god, that fucking Irishman is so mad."
All right, again, yeah. You know? And that's the thing is that I don't think you and I do it enough. We definitely don't do accents in front of each other like a lot. But I think when the cartoon
comes out, we definitely start doing impressions.
We're gonna definitely dive into different voice acting. Okay, so that's just gonna lead into showing everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see Adam and I are rocking the Rayhart Rundown. Podcast.
We're matching today.
The Toon Crew. Actually, you can look that up. You can actually Google Toon Crew, and I think it pops up now. But the shirts available at the Rayhart Rundown. .com. All right. But I think when we start doing the cartoon, I think we're going to be needing
more voice
acting. Then.
And there's because I mean we're going to do some of them, but I think we're going to have to also outsource for it as well because there's a lot of great voice actors in town as well.
There are a few, and I think we can utilize some of them, but I want to pull it much like how South Park guys did, where it's just the two of us.
Right. No, don't get me wrong. Like, it's going to be a majority of us, but there's going to be the few characters, just like Seth MacFarlane. He does a majority of the voices.
Yeah.
But then you've got a few other key characters that are not. And that's exactly how our cartoon's going to be.
So when's the last time you did when's the last time, if at all, you did an impression or something for somebody, aside from just what you did here just a little bit ago? Have you stopped altogether, or is it something that pops in and out depending on the mood, clearly? But
it pops in and out every now and then. I did one at work for somebody because they wanted to hear my Irish accent. Mm-hmm. My Irish accent is what I was working on a lot. I thought I was getting pretty good, and other people said I was getting good, and then somebody else was all like, that was fucking terrible.
What, were they Irish?
I don't know. They weren't full-blown
if
Irish.
Somebody comes out and was like, and they're Irish, and they're all like, "Hey, you can't do that, mate," or whatever. I can't do an Irish.
Yeah, that's definitely not Irish.
But you get what I'm saying. Like if they're like, "You can't do it," blah, 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 you know,
right.
Then it's like, it's a gut punch, you know.
Right.
That's why for me, I never tried to do
accents
or dialects or anything like that.
I would always want to offend somebody.
It's not even so much I didn't want to offend somebody. I just didn't want. I dare say this. This is so conceited to say, but I didn't want to be told no, or I didn't want to be told that's not how you. Because there was a lot of that. So. I always found myself trying to imitate cartoons.
I don't think that the person that I did the Irish accent for that said no was Irish. I think that they just they've been to Ireland type of thing, and they're like, no, that was awful. And I was just like,
did you stop? Did you shut down like you do? Okay, this is not a slam on you, but did you shut down?
No.
After they said that, did you just be like blip and let it go and just see? Because to me. I'd have been like, well, how can I do better? Because I call people out now. I don't even give a fuck.
No, I was just
like, according to what you heard, what am I doing wrong, or how can I do it better?
I didn't know. I didn't ask that. I just went, you're one out of 1,000 people that didn't like it.
See, but that's going on the defense.
Well, no, yeah, I was just
and
like, it didn't bother. Yeah, like it didn't really. I just didn't let it get to me. I was like, oh well, maybe I should work on it more.
Yeah, it's fair. You have that option to do that, and that's fine. But I think for myself, it's very much like, oh, well, then just tell me. Well, if you know all about it,
right?
Tell me.
Because here's the thing though, is that it's like she had said that, but what she also doesn't know is that a few years prior, when I was like really into it, really into practicing my Irish accent and stuff, because I wanted to do a short film,
right,
and play an Irishman or whatever. So that's why I was working on my Irish accent. It was St. Paddy's Day,
right,
when I was working at a bar, and I legit like every customer that walked in there all fucking day, I'd just be like, "Oh, top of the morning to you lads. Can I start you off with a nice cold pint?" And I would like go on the entire.
You would keep it.
I would keep it the entire time.
Are you gonna do it again?
And no, probably not. Maybe. I mean, it just depends on my mood for the day whenever I show up to work. But
I know we're recording this early, but I'm pretty sure this episode comes out the week of.
Yeah, probably.
I'm looking around for a calendar or something, but
I very well might. I mean, it just depends on how I'm feeling when I walk into work. If I'm in a good mood, then I'll probably do it. If I'm dreading life, then I probably won't. It just depends. But because also, like, I work at a place now. Like, before I worked at a place where I had to earn that money.
Right.
It wasn't a very busy place.
Okay, but the way you said that just now makes it sound like you were a stripper. He's like, I had to earn that money.
Yeah.
Hard.
But no, like, it was a place that wasn't very busy, so
that's
it was
the
like,
that's what you need to clarify. It was like it was a dive.
Yeah, it was a dive.
And you had to really push to make money.
Right.
Got it.
Now I'm at a place where it's turn and burn. It's all like, what do you want? Oh, you don't know? Okay, I'll come back to you when I have a chance.
Bye. Yeah.
What do you want? You know what I mean? Bye. So it's like, I don't have to do that anymore. But I did the whole thing, and dude, I created a whole backstory for myself where I grew up above a bar in downtown Dublin, and I moved to the States to further my career as a mixologist or whatever. Like, and I want to own my own Irish pub here in the States. And like, I went into this whole thing, and people loved it because they thought that they were being served by an actual Irishman on St. Paddy's Day.
Right.
And then at the very end, I'll drop off their check, and I'd be like, okay, you guys have a great day now. And they'd be like, what?
And just turn it off.
And I would just turn it off.
Right.
And they'd be like, well, what? How? I was like, I'm just kidding. I grew up here in Florida. I was like, I want to be an actor, and I've been practicing my accent. And they were blown away. And they were like, this is the most incredible thing that we've ever experienced going into a bar. Thank you. And they would, like, tip the bill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, when they find that out, it's very much...
Yeah. Like, they're not upset about it. Like, I actually thought some people would be upset. They'd be like, you tricked us this whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, they were like,
well, here's the thing.
That was incredible.
Yeah, a lot of people actually, when they find out, oh my God, I've been entertained, or I've been, it works like a magic trick.
Right.
We're like, oh, I didn't even see that coming. Like, oh my God, I didn't, I'm blown away, or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's good. I think you should do it again this year.
So I might. But there was one time.
I don't think when is this show coming out? Because we got one in the can.
The day after St. Paddy's Day.
So when people watch this, it's going to be St. Paddy's Day was yesterday.
Yeah.
So the big question is, because we're recording early, did Adam do it? Find out on the next episode of the Rayhart Rundown. Okay.
So yeah, no, we'll definitely find out. I remember I was thrown off this one time though, because when I was working at that dive bar, somebody stiffed me, which happens all the time. People stiff bartenders all the time. Sucks, but it is what it is. And this one guy stiffed me. And mind you, this other guy, not the one that stiffed me, this other guy that was sitting like a few seats down, he just, as soon as he walked in, he just said, Guinness. That's it.
Right.
And I was just like, okay. So I poured him his Guinness, put it down or whatever, and I went about. And that's when he stiffed me. And then that guy looks at me and goes, did that guy just fucking stiff you? And I was just like, and dude, it threw me off because I had no idea the dude was Irish.
Right.
And I was all like, yeah, it happens. He goes, what a fucking cunt. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, what's that? And then, like, dude, that guy became, like, my best fucking friend all day. You know what I mean?
We're talking all day, right.
So, like, and he owned, like, a business, like, fixing phones or whatever. Like, not the Dr. Fix-It or whatever is in town. Yeah. But he owned, like, another one of those. Him and his business partner would come in there all the time. Cool. He was mad cool, dude. He started coming in there all the time. But yeah, man, I was like, I've always had fun with the impressions and the accents and
like,
things
again,
like that sort. And I don't like. And here's the thing: is that it's like, I feel like when that girl said no, that was awful. I feel like I offended her in some sort of way. And I was like, I'm not trying to do it to be offensive. I'm trying to do it because I want to be an actor and I'm trying to get better at it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not doing it in any sort of way to be offensive.
Right. So yeah. So just to clarify, I mean, you shouldn't even have to clarify really, because if you're doing it to, like you said, to entertain and to see if you can, essentially. This is not you wanting to demoralize or anything.
No, exactly.
Ireland.
Dude, you kidding me? I would love to go to Ireland.
I know, it'd be amazing.
Fucking love it. That's like one of my bucket list destinations.
Places to go.
Yeah. I've always been fascinated with, Ireland and stuff, and the accent. I just think it just sounds awesome in itself.
Right.
And I've always wanted to be really good at it.
But again, like I said, if you're gonna do, and I am not the guru.
So you've heard a little bit. Hold on, I just have to say, you've heard a little bit of my Irish accent, mind you. It's been a long time since I've done it. Let me know what you think in the comments.
There you go. There you go.
This has been a while. My throat shot. No excuses, though. Let me know what you think. Be honest. It doesn't bother me.
But what was I going to say? Oh, so again, going forward, though, is like we talk about doing stand-up comedy, and it's like, it's one of those things where if you do impressions, you can, I don't want to say you can get away with not writing jokes because that's fucked up to say for impressionists.
Right.
Because they still write stuff. They still write a lot.
No, yeah, absolutely. But you could literally do just a normal conversation between two people of doing two impressions. Oh,
two different impressions. Yeah, going back and forth.
You do two, and you do back and forth, and it would be hilarious only because they're doing it so well. You know what I mean? Like, actually, who did that I just saw recently? I mean, he's very funny in itself, but Trevor Noah did it with Nelson Mandela and Obama. Whatever. He had a conversation back and forth about how Obama got that voice and everything, and how he told him, like, it was a really well done like skit that he had done on stage, but there was no real joke in it. It was just about, the whole joke was how Obama got his deep voice, right? But it was very well done, and it was funny all because it was just well done.
Okay, let's move in to some of our games now that we've talked about voice acting and impressions. Not that any of this stuff has anything to do with voice acting or impressions today.
I do have two other things to actually say.
Please.
I'll save one for a little bit later. But what we were talking about, not last week, but the week before, the sayings that you wish people would stop.
Oh, phrases that you wish you could take out of the English language, I think it was.
Yes. Yeah. When people say to me, "You don't understand the gravity of the situation," it's a very rare phrase.
I don't hear it all that often, but yeah.
But it's like when it's like you hear it in movies most of the time, and that's when it bothers me. Okay, you don't understand the gravity of the situation. I've been big pretty much my whole life. There's one thing I know, it's how gravity works. Okay? Like, it's just, I don't know.
One thing I know for sure. It's gravity.
Yeah, like that, I don't know. That the whole line bothers me. I mean, like, dude, like, I fell hard yesterday.
Down the stairs?
No.
On your head?
Just on the ground.
Off your bike? I was trying to give you a leeway for more funny, but go ahead. Yes, down the stairs, off my bike.
Picking up trash.
And see, and then
it's even worse, dude. Like I was at work, and there's a bunch of trash on the floor that somebody had swept over near the trash can, but didn't put it in the trash can. So I bent down or whatever, and I'm picking it all up.
Did you fall forward?
No, dude. Like, I'm picking it up, and like my back just fucking gave out.
What?
Yeah, like my back
just gave out.
It's like my disc. Today? My disc just like slipped out and then slipped right back in.
Your disc.
Either that or I pinched a nerve or something. I don't know, but I went down hard, and and it's just up against the beer cooler, like up against. And my boss was like, "You okay?" I was like, "Yeah, my back gave out." He goes, "Okay, just don't move." I was like, "Didn't plan to."
Yeah, like okay, cool. Let's check that off the list of not moving. Done.
And then I sat there for a few minutes, and I finally got up, and then I had the bar back go and clean up the rest of the mess.
Here's the thing: is that it's funny, and let's talk about that for just a second. Getting older,
yeah, sucks,
and having your back go out. I was at work, I was at my job, and I was just walking like a normal human being, and reached down to pick up a pencil on the ground. Oh, somebody dropped a pencil. It was a pencil or a pen or whatever.
You just grab it and you're like,
oh, no, I was.
I can't lift
dead
back up.
What happened. That is dead what happened. This was years ago, too. This wasn't like recent. This was years ago when I was even skinnier. And I like bent down and I picked it up and I was like, and this is where I live now. Because I can't move.
This is my life now.
This is it. Look at me, the hunchback of Florida. And I was walking with my boss or whatever, and he's just like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I'm just gonna be right here forever. That's fine." And he's like, "Did you throw your back out?" I'm like, "Yeah. These pencils are heavy, I guess. I don't know. I'm stuck here." And I literally I ended up like having to go to physical therapy.
Oh shit!
Like I slipped a disc.
Oh wow!
Bending over, and ended up in physical therapy. I was out of work for a bit. It was crazy. So be careful out there picking up pencils.
Yeah. Mine was quart container lids.
So yeah, you know what? Just from now on, leave shit on the ground.
Yeah.
It's such a bad PSA to use. Leave trash on the ground.
Just get a fucking broom and dustpan, like one of those ones that you can just stand there and do, like Disney has.
All right, ready for filthy trivia?
Yeah,
let's do this. Ready? Start the music. Peeing in the shower can actually
do it every day.
Okay, well, trivia's over. No, just kidding. Do you is not the question. Peeing in the shower though can actually A, be therapeutic, B, help cure foot fungus, C, disinfect bathroom tiles better than any cleaning product, or D, actually unclog your pipes.
I feel like
your pipes be the bathroom pipes. Clarify. Unclog the bathroom pipes. Let me just clarify.
You fucking beat me to it.
Let me add that in there. We're talking about peeing in the shower, not unclogging pipes in the shower.
Yeah, I actually firmly believe that all of those, except for the cleaning of your tiles.
Okay.
Because Freya has peed on all of my tiles, and they are not cleaner than they've ever been.
It's just one. You can only pick one of those things.
It's only one tile, so you pee on all the tiles and one is clean.
No, it's one of those answers is. One of those answers is true, and the rest are bullshit. So, peeing in the shower can actually do one of those things. I don't know how. Okay, I'm gonna take you right now. It's not being therapeutic. Be therapeutic.
Really?
I couldn't tell you pissing in the shower made me go, oh my god, thank God, my day's over.
It has for me.
Peeing in the shower has been therapeutic for you?
Yes.
Peeing downward in the shower, or were you like trying to fucking right on the wall?
No,
I hate work. I feel better. Go ahead.
Fuck rent. No, because like, I mean, I don't know if you take cold showers or something.
No, your boy takes hot showers.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm talking like as hot as it can fucking go.
Yeah, like I want to steam up the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like I want to come out of the bathroom.
Like, as soon as that hot water hits your junk.
Not even that.
It makes me pee more.
Yeah.
Like if I pee in the toilet and then
I
hop in the shower, I've got to pee a little bit more because now it's like relax the muscles and it's just like
for sure.
And it's like it feels so much better to pee with hot water running on your junk.
All right. Well, the music's about to cut,
which is why it's therapeutic. What was the other one?
Jesus Christ. Therapeutic, help cure foot fungus, disinfect the bathroom tiles better than cleaning products, or unclog the actual pipes.
Foot fungus.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good job. Anyways, but going back to what you're saying, I take a super hot shower. Like it's so hot. Like it's so hot. No, it's so hot.
I come out of the shower red.
I come out of the shower. I want it to look like an 80s music video. I want there to be fucking smoke and fog everywhere. I don't even give a fuck.
You just come sliding out in a towel.
I'm clean. Like, like that's how I want it to be. I won't even turn the fan on in the bathroom if I know that I can have a moment of just mystery pour out of the bathroom.
Yeah, dude. I 100% agree. Turn that bitch into a steam room.
Yeah.
I'm the exact same. I come out beet red, dude.
Yeah.
Because of how hot I used to. Now I feel like I have the smallest water heater, dude, in my apartment. It's like seriously like as big as fucking Yoda here.
Okay, but some of the small water heaters are supposed to work. They make some that are like a tankless water heater.
Yeah, no, not this one.
Okay, because a tankless water heater is tiny like Yoda here, and
it's not tankless.
So no, then
it's not tankless.
Okay, so tankless water heater.
It's tank full.
Full of tanks.
Tank full of 1 liter of hot water.
They're like, okay,
and they just spread it out amongst your whole fucking shower, so it doesn't even get that hot.
They're like, hurry up and take a shower, hurry, go.
So. And then, like, doing dishes, water pressure sucks the most.
Do you plug the tub when you take a shower?
No.
You have one of those bathtub shower 2-in-1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I figure most apartments do. So do you plug up the tub?
No, the plug never came with my apartment. There's no taking baths. If I need to take an Epsom bath, no, it's an Epsom shower. I just fucking sprinkle it all over my body.
You sprinkle salt on yourself like a shower, like you.
If I need to relax my muscles, because like sometimes
that doesn't work that way.
Well, I try. I just sprinkle salt all over myself. Sleepy time, Epsom salt, and then just sit in the shower and let it run on me.
So you basically take a shower like wet grip tape from time to time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pretty much.
All right. Anybody there would like to send Adam a plug for his birthday? Yeah, so your birthday just happened. I know we're recording early, but this episode comes out, and now you're a year older.
Yeah. Yay, I lived another year.
Yay, you're still here. Yeah.
When this episode comes out, my birthday will have passed, and I can tell you exactly what I did for my birthday. Not a damn thing. Well, I don't like to celebrate birthdays.
I don't either.
That's
why I told no one, said nothing. I literally worked. I literally went to work on my birthday.
Yeah.
And nobody knew nothing.
No, yeah.
Zero thanks.
Like I'm gonna deactivate
a year older and nobody knew
social media so that nobody can be like happy birthday and make a big
I don't
deal
put my
about
birthday
it.
in there.
Like
I put a fake birthday. According to social media,
July 4th.
According to social media, I'm still 28. Every year I just back it up a year. I'm still 28 today.
I don't know, man. Like birthdays, it's like once you turned 21 and now you're like legally allowed to drink.
Yeah.
There's no point in celebrating a birthday. My 30th birthday, I was laid off of work and put into quarantine. So
you couldn't do anything anyways, right?
Was like, and then what? Then I turned 40. That just sounds depressing. No offense.
We haven't turned 40 yet. Let's clarify, though.
Well, I'm saying it's the big 40.
It's not that big a deal.
Exactly.
Well, for my 40th, though, you know me, I went to Disney.
Yeah, of course you did.
Of course I did. Let's get drunk and walk around Epcot.
But
that's what I do.
But no, like I don't know. I just don't see birthdays as like a big deal. Like every time a birthday comes around, I'm all like, "Yay!" I'm still in Florida.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
You know.
All right, so let's play a game then. Let's play a game now that has nothing to do with birthdays.
Okay.
Let's move on. Happy birthday to you, by the way.
Thanks.
Let's move on.
32 now.
Yay! I remember when I was 32. No, I don't. Here we go. We're going to play the Deep, Deep, and Deeper.
All right.
The game that you can actually... I don't want to say you can get a copy of it, but we play a lot of board games and stuff. But this one I'm going to play is the first question is an icebreaker question. Feel free, again, and you know what? It's funny that you can actually feel free. People can feel free to use these questions literally on a date. Like you can use these questions to find something out about somebody, and that's the idea. So they're actually recommended for dates. So you want to write these down? You can. All right. So we answered this question way many episodes ago, episode 30, whatever. So it's come back around. But can you play a musical instrument?
Multiple. Not very well, but multiple.
You want to elaborate, or we want to just leave it there, or how do you want to do it?
I played jazz trumpet for about 3.5, 4 years.
Right.
And was really good. Like this was in school. I was put in first chair because when it came time for like solos or whatever, usually the conductor comes up with a microphone and puts it right in front of your instrument.
Oh, they never did that for me.
That's what they would do for us. He did not have to do that for me because I would fucking drown out the remainder of the band.
Did you stand up and do like...
I didn't know. I was always standing.
Yeah.
In the jazz band, I was always standing in the back. I was tall. But I would just I literally everyone could hear my solo from the back of the stage to the back of the auditorium. Yeah, I played jazz trumpet for years, and then they were like, "Oh, if you want to be in the jazz band, you got to be in the marching band too." I was like, "Looks like I'm not going to be in the jazz band."
Yeah, looks like I'm done. That was fun.
So
when did you start playing the trumpet? What age?
I was 6th grade, so 11. And I wasn't any good until I was 13.
Right.
It took a couple years.
Yeah, it's not like you don't just pick it up. You're not like a savant.
Yeah.
I get it.
Guitar, I started teaching myself, though, after I had quit with the jazz band. I just carried my guitar everywhere I went with me. And
So you were that guy?
I was that guy.
Okay.
And I was not any good.
So he was even that guy, and he wasn't good at that guy.
I wasn't good at all. Like, it was like somebody, like a teacher asked me, like, what can you play? I was like, the first 4 nuts of nuts.
Oh, yeah, you can play the first 4 nuts.
The first 4 notes of Stairway to Heaven.
He could play nuts.
And she goes, just play them over and over. And then I played them, and she goes, that doesn't sound like. And I was like, I told you, I'm not good. I'm working on it.
Like, I carry this around so I can learn to be better.
Yes. And then
what made you put it down? Fuck it. Like,
life.
The fifth note's too hard.
No, actually, it's funny is that now it's like I went to a restaurant last week and sat down and had lunch.
Yeah.
And a guy started playing. It was a Pink Floyd song and it was one of the ones that I had learned. Mm-hmm. And because eventually I got pretty decent at guitar. Of course, you know, the more you practice it, the better you get.
I remember you mastered Guitar Hero.
Oh my god, dude. Mastered.
Like
mastered.
I can testify to that.
You have a fucking ice cream truck going on at like what time at night?
Yeah, ice cream, dude. Ice cream.
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
When the fuck did we get ice cream? We get it now. Okay, we get it now. It's 7:00 at night. Ice cream man. My hand. Okay, so anyway. My hand on the peacock. I can testify that Adam used to be able to play Guitar Hero without looking at the screen.
Yeah, on expert
how
mode.
Crazy good he was at that.
On expert mode.
Yeah. Like, have you ever seen that episode of South Park? The episode of South Park where the guy's like playing Guitar Hero and they're like at the restaurant with no screen, no nothing, and people are like, "Oh, that's amazing. It's a good song." You were like that good. He was like that guy.
I was that guy. No, like legit. Like I would go into Best Buy, and they had it like on display where you could test it out so that people would buy it, and I would start playing on expert mode. And then, dude, I started drawing a crowd of kids.
Yeah, they want to see that. They want to see that.
You know, and then I was just like, I noticed there's a whole crowd of kids behind me, and I was like, oh, yeah, watch this. And I just fucking turned around and not even looking at the screen, just going, not missing. They're like, what is happening right now?
It's fake. It's fake.
But no, yeah, I mastered Guitar Hero because I had already started learning guitar by the time Guitar Hero came out. It's all about the pinky.
I'm sorry, what?
It's all about the pinky. No, like, so it's the way that you hold the Guitar Hero, of course, but not everybody was like, I could never get used to playing Guitar Hero with my pinky. I always had to play with these, and that's why they could never play on expert mode. But I play guitar with your pinky, so like I was already used to that. Anyway, so I was at a restaurant last week, having lunch, and a guy started to play a Pink Floyd song. And I was like, okay. I was like, ooh, you missed a couple notes there. And then he got into the solo. And I was like, you fucked that up.
Right.
Like, you fucked that one up bad. Like, you just skipped, like, a whole fucking measure.
Right.
But yeah, Pink Floyd. I learned a lot of Pink Floyd. I learned a lot of Jack Johnson. What else? It was a lot of, like, old classic rock. The Joker. It was easy to learn by Steve Miller Band. But I play guitar, and then I started teaching myself piano.
How'd that go?
It started to go well. Like I can still, I'm still better at guitar than I am piano right now. But
you're not carrying a piano around with you,
yeah,
so
exactly.
Are you sure?
But no, like there was some songs that I could still play that box song that every like beginner piano player knows how to play. But what I did was there was a program called Fruity Loops.
Yep.
And you remember Fruity Loops.
Yep.
Now I think it's just called FL Studio.
Whatever. Yep.
But it's for making beats and stuff, and a lot of artists use it a lot of rap artists use it for making their beats. Well, what you could do is you could take a MIDI file, which is just a basic music.
A music file.
It's a music file of just the basic song.
Right.
Of just the like low and high notes. There's no actual like instruments to it. But you implement the MIDI file, and then it'll show you like on a keyboard where the notes hit on what. Mm-hmm. And I literally sat there on FL Studio and would like learn the song that way.
So not an actual piano though.
Yeah, like well, no, like on an actual keyboard. I would have my keyboard in front of me with my computer going, and as it played, I would see what notes on the keys it would hit. So I couldn't tell you what keys I was hitting, couldn't read sheet music, couldn't do nothing like that. I just knew how to play some songs.
Could you read sheet music or
not on piano? I could read sheet music for trumpet,
which is the G clef.
I don't know what that means.
I thought you said you could read sheet music.
I can.
Okay, so
but I don't understand what the fuck G clef is.
Okay,
that sounds like
that's I can read music, so that's what I'm saying. Like the G clef is the staff with all the notes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the G clef.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because on a piano,
Dude,
it's on a piano, it's what's up? On
20
a piano,
years.
It's a G clef and an F clef.
Okay. 20 years since I've read sheet music. Okay.
Okay.
But and then for guitar, I cannot read actual sheet music, but that goes for a lot of guitarists. Like a majority of guitarists don't know how to read sheet music. But I learned tabs. So with tabs, it's a lot different. So you've got what looks like the G clef. That sounds so
spot.
Dirty, dude.
Nope. It's what it's called.
It's like the G spot has a. It's like
the insignia at the beginning of the staff.
It sounds like the G spot has a cleft lip.
Well,
okay?
Be that as it may, you know how to read it. So
anyway,
figure it out.
So with tabs, you've got like 6 lines.
Okay.
Each or 8 depending on your guitar, or 4 if it's a bass. So each line is a string on the guitar.
Okay.
And then you've got numbers that go on it.
Got it.
And the numbers are what fret you're on.
Got it.
Okay. And then if it has like 3/5, the slash is a slide. So you start at 3, hit it, and then slide down to the 5th fret. Mm-hmm. And then if it's an H, it's a hammer on. If it's a P, it's a pull off.
Right.
So this is my fucking TED talk on how to play guitar.
Jesus Christ.
But no, like I learned a lot of. I got pretty decent at guitar, but then I started working a lot.
Okay, so let's break it down. Let's bring it back.
So yeah,
we
trumpet,
went really
piano,
far.
and guitar.
There he goes. Okay, so at the end of the day, those are the ones you could play.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you? Saxophone?
All of them.
What?
All this. I like all the sax. I can play the soprano, the alto, the tenor, and the baritone sax.
Oh, okay. Not the oboe?
No, I tried it.
Or the bassoon?
I tried it, but the reed and the mouthpiece.
Yeah, the fucking double
they're
reed
tiny.
shit?
Well, they're tiny too. They're like really tiny.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, I can't even.
Well, that's how it is with trumpet.
Yeah.
And you gotta like move your lips.
I tried the trumpet. I did the trumpet for a year, and I was like, I couldn't.
You gotta like the higher you go, the more you tighten.
That's why I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't.
You know, it's like, and then you're just like, you're breathing out as much as you can through these tight lips.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, and then you're just like, you feel like you're gonna have a fucking aneurysm.
Can you do like most trumpeters, most people that can play trumpet, most trumpet players can do like the lip embouchure. I don't know if you can see this on the show, but here. I can't do it anymore. There's like a lip thing you can do where like you can suck in the top and bottom lip together, but then the sides can come out.
No, I don't think I can. It just makes my nose itch.
Okay. If you're watching the YouTube, you can see that. If you're listening, I'm sorry, but if you're watching the YouTube, you can. Because that's
I'm
from playing.
Zooming in on that now.
Yeah, that's fine, and that's what I want to show you. That's from playing the trumpet for a year. Like your mouth can just do that after a while.
It tickles. It makes my mustache hit my nose hairs, and
right.
It just tickles.
So
itches.
But yeah, I did the trumpet. I did all the saxophones, the trumpet, and then I went into at the time I think it was called ensemble at the time, but it was the xylophone setups, the percussion. It was ensemble percussion, so it was like those really large. It was like a large xylophone. You remember the xylophones as a kid, like the Fisher Price bullshit? This was a full-scale real xylophone, to do it. So I would be able to play the deep ones of those with the rubber mallets, and there was like chimes, and there was like all kinds of different ones. I couldn't even tell you the name of it. It was amazing. It was fun.
Like I wanted to learn how to play drums. I still would like to learn how to play drums.
The setup to play drums, like as a kid in elementary school or whatever, was boring. They would give you like a drum pad and like a stick, and you'd be like,
exactly, and that's it. Because you don't want to. Because the parents would get so fucking annoyed, dude. So they just gave you the silencing pad, and you just had to sit there and read the music. And
the other problem I had with the drums is that because there's no, you didn't have to read sheet music. Like it was just the way they write percussion at the time. I don't know if it's changed different now, but at the time, the way they wrote the percussion sheet music, it was just the one note right in the middle, here, 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 and they would have the rests in between. So there was no fluctuation of notes because you couldn't change the note on a drum, and that bothered me as a kid. As a kid, that bothered me. Weird, but it's day. But when I started playing the sax, I was the youngest saxophone player in the school. I was the only and the youngest saxophone player in the school. Playing for the school started at the end of third grade. They hand me a $700 saxophone in third grade. Like, here, kid, go. And this was military school when we lived in Spain. And so I started then. And I took it. The saxophone was the one I focused on. And I played the other ones just to try them. And took the saxophone, the alto saxophone, all the way up to high school. And like totally band nerded it up till high school. And then got into the freshman year. And freshman year, they were like you said, oh, we're going to do the marching band thing. Now, I had done parade marching band, which is different than high school football marching band, because you have to like go out on the field and learn formations. And like, okay, so like the first year.
Just wasn't into it.
So listen to this. So the first year, I didn't know that. They're like, you did marching band? I'm like, yeah, I've done marching band. Yeah. But I had done parade marching band, where you march in a straight line because of the military. Not go to high school and march in a football game and try to make fucking designs in the middle of the goddamn stadium. Okay? So like, cool. Here's your spot number. I'm like, cool. So we go marching on the field. March on the field. Okay? I got my saxophone. March on the field. Okay? Then they all start moving around. It's a comedy act at this point because I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going. So I'm spinning around in circles, dancing, goofing off in the middle of the field. They stop the whole thing. They say, hey, Bob, what are you doing? So marching. They're like, you're not in your spot. I'm like, I don't know what spot. And they try to explain to me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, this isn't going to work. I'm out. I'm done. I don't want to be part of this. I'm out. I'm done. And that's when I stopped. Like, dude, literally, like right before freshman year.
There was a story that our sister Rachel had told me whenever, because she was like the drum,
she did it too. She was a drum major, yeah,
whatever
for band, right.
And so like she was telling me a story. She goes, "Oh yeah, marching band is no joke." Whenever I was like in middle school taking jazz band,
right?
Because I was like, I'm not doing that. Like I even told her, I was like, I'm not doing that. And she goes, "Oh no, it's a lot of fun, but it's no joke." I was like, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "There was somebody that a bee flew into their mouth when they went to inhale on their trumpet or whatever instrument that they were doing. But you can't just jump out of line of formation. You have to keep going. So it was stinging her all in her mouth, or him or whoever, while he was playing, and then and stayed there with a bee. And I don't give a fuck who you are, where I'm at. If I'm playing an instrument and a bee flies into my mouth, I'm stopping exactly what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm spitting that bee out.
Yeah, I don't care.
He
toughed
it out.
I'm not gonna take
so that he wouldn't get in trouble and have to do push-ups. Fuck you! I'm not gonna do your push-ups.
That was the other thing.
I'm not gonna do your push-ups.
That was the other
because
thing.
A bee flew into my mouth. Fuck you.
That was the other thing they said. They were like, Bob, you're out of line. You're just dancing out here in the middle of the field. Dude, it was like watching. You ever see like one of those old school comedy routines with somebody?
That's what you should have started playing.
But like not even that. But like it's like one of those old timey things where it's like. It's such like in a sitcom where the person doesn't know how to do it and they're out of step and they're out of sync. And it was that. It was like watching Mr. Bean in the middle of fucking marching band. It was crazy. But that was one other thing. They were like up there, like you're again. You screwed it up again. So you gotta do push-ups. I gotta do what? Like you gotta do 20 push-ups. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is high school, right? They're like, yeah. I'm like, this is a public high school now, right? They're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, this isn't the military school anymore? Cool. Not doing it. I don't want to be part of this. Yeah. I'm out. And so I said, screw it. And that's when I went full-fledged into art. And we all know where that went.
I was going to say, I used to have a teacher. And it was, I showed up, I was late to class. And because I was fucking around doing whatever, I was TV productions. And I was late to class. I was like 8 minutes late to class. He goes, all right. He goes, Adam, you're 8 minutes late for class. 18 push-ups. I was like 285 pounds of pure fat going, that's not going to happen, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
Can't even do 18 push-ups. Like, I can't even do 18 sit-ups right now because I'm a fat piece of shit.
I'm going to take 18 steps backwards, and you're going to have that conversation with yourself.
Yes,
bye.
Exactly. And he goes, well, you could just go to timeout for the rest of the period. I was like, so I'm going to miss this whole class, not know what my assignments are and everything, because I'm not going to do 18 push-ups for you.
Yeah.
Because I was late. And for the fact that it was like, I was an obese child. Like, I couldn't physically do 18 push-ups. Like, now I might be able to knock out 18. I mean, I still have to go back to the gym. But, like, there was no possible way that I was getting 8 push-ups done, much less 18. Because it was like 10 if you're late, and then another push-up for you every minute that you're late. And I was like, dude, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that.
What class was this?
Fucking history. Like, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it was just chemistry.
You should have busted out. But you should have busted. If it was history, you should like... You should have been like, this was in Germany, sir.
So we had Nazi Germany?
This is Nazi Germany now? You're just dictating what I have to do and do, not do? I thought this was America. Just call them.
Yeah, dude. Like, I was fucking blown away by that. I was like, I'm missing it. And that's what's wrong with public school nowadays. It's like, if you're fucking late, they're like, just go to timeout. You're going to miss an entire hour of school, of learning.
Right.
Because you were 5 minutes late because you had to take a shit. You know what I mean? Like, that blows my fucking mind.
I get it. But in the same token, they're trying to make the students more responsible by being on time. I get. But in the same
I had to take shit.
But
or whatever.
Okay, but in the same token, and that's another thing, and that has to come with being late for work. Like, here's the thing. If you're late for work,
okay, but I know excuses to get out of.
No, there shouldn't be. But my point is, there shouldn't be excuses.
Right.
You shouldn't have to come up with an excuse. It's so funny because in this day and age, and I'm not trying to get serious on this podcast, but in this day and age, it actually feels illegal to call out of work.
Right.
Why?
I haven't called out of work since somebody asked me this question the other day. When was the last time you called out of work? And I had to think about it. The last time, not including COVID.
Right.
Right. Because I got sick with COVID.
Right.
They said stay home, whatever, 2 weeks.
Right. Yep.
Whole ordeal. Okay. And then, or even COVID scare. I was feeling sick. They said get tested. Couldn't get tested for a few days.
No, I got it.
Not including any of that. 2014. It had been 8 years.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
since I've called out.
The fact that it feels illegal to call out of work, and it's so stupid. But my point here, what I was going to say is that they're not going to pay you. They've already said, "Oh, we're not going to pay. If you're late, you're not going to get paid for that time." Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that punishment enough?
Right.
Oh, I'm not going to make money for the time I wasn't here? No, duh.
Right.
You know?
No, it's.
But what if, we we're trying to run a business here and we make a plan for you to be here at this certain time. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. If the business has 3 employees, I get it.
Right.
I get it. You know? But if your business has, if your business has over 20 employees that work there, shut the fuck up. If your people are late, they're late. Hey, here's the thing. If this day and age people were respectable enough to say I quit, as opposed to just never showing up again,
right,
that would be a different thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like people could be, they're clearly coming in, they're just running late. Here's the other thing. I think if you call ahead to your boss and be like, "Hey, I'm running late. I'm on my way, but I'm running late."
Yeah. No, I mean,
okay, fine.
That's what I do.
That should be the end of that.
Yeah, that's what I do.
But there's so many businesses, especially corporate businesses, that are like, "No, we're not using that as an excuse. We're not. Fuck you." And I think it's bullshit.
No, yeah, absolutely. There was usually if I'm running late or whatever, if I wake up late, I'll call and be like, "Hey, listen, I woke up late. Like I'm on my way right now," type of thing. You know, it's usually what I do. But when I was at what you said, one of those corporate places where it's there's no excuses type of thing. Mm-hmm. I knew my boss well enough to the point that I was an hour late for work. And I called him up when I was on the road going to work. And he goes, "Where the hell are you?" I was like, "Listen, boss, I know it's no excuse, but I was up having sex all night." Like, bro, and he straight up, dude, he just went quiet. He goes, "All right, we'll get here." Like,
yeah, dude, what are you gonna say?
No repercussions to it. As soon as I showed up, he goes, "All right, feeling all right? Feeling refreshed? All right, let's get to work." And I was just like, all right. And then there was at one point when it was the same job, same boss, and I was running because mornings were rough for me at the time because it was in my 20s. I was in my drinking days and you know, all of that. But he called me, and I had woken up. And I let the phone ring for a few seconds so that I could get awake enough to have a conversation without sounding like I just woke up. And I answered the phone. And I was all like, "Hey boss, let me call you back. I'm waist deep in somebody right now." As if I picked up the phone while I was having sex. And dude, it fucking worked.
It's never gonna work again because you said that now on this podcast.
Yeah, it's fine. But no, dude, it actually worked. And then he was just I called him back 10 minutes later. All right. I was like, I just gotta run home and shower now. He goes, "Just come straight to work." I was like, "That's not gonna happen." This is what I told him. I was all like, "Dude, do you know how bad I smell right now? Did you not understand what has been going on all night? I'm gonna come in reeking of sex, dude. No, I need to shower and change."
He's like, "No, we need the tips."
No, it wasn't a bar job.
Oh.
But I was like, "I'm going to go home. I'm going to shower real quick, and then I'll be at work. All right, give me an hour." And then I got up and made breakfast and got showered, went to work. Perfectly fine. And I got paid for it. But anyhow.
All right, let's go deeper. Let's go. I mean, we're tangenting off here a lot.
But yeah, if your boss ever calls you and asks where you are, just tell him you were up having sex all night. See if you can get away with it.
Yeah, see if you can get away with it. Let's go next question down deeper. We're going to probably have to cut quite a bit out of the show. Here we go. Go to our website, rayhartrundown.com. Check out everything that has to do with Rayhart Rundown you want to know from every episode archive there, every YouTube episode is on there. There's a
microphone there, bro.
It's a microphone right in my face. The merch store, everything is there, including the comic.
Yes.
The fan-written comic. If you want to read up on that, you can click on the top. It says comic. You can go through each one of the comics that's been submitted. Those ones have already been approved. If you want to submit one yourself, you can submit one to comicbook@rayhartrundown.com.
Yep. You will get credit for being a part of the comic as well as getting a hard copy of the comic.
Right. We can't do it. We can't do it until the comic's complete. So we're not going to even go. We're not going to push it forward until, again, it's supposed to be fan rated. It's supposed to be you guys.
Yeah.
So write it, come up with it. So they're all there. There's four episodes right now, I think, or 4 segments, I guess, if you will. I don't know how much of a comic it's going to make, but we're going to continue the story all the way through. So with that being said, go to rayhartrundown.com. Check it out there. If you just want to get one of our cool Toon Crew shirts, go to rayhartrundownmerch.com. You can get that there as well. Or again, if you want to get this type of stuff for free, you want to get shit for free? Cool. Go to patreon.com/rayhartrundown and get it for free. Join the Patreon. Okay, support the show. Join the Patreon.
Get your name in the credits.
It's like literally 20 cents a day. It's 20 cents a day. Support your favorite podcast. All right.
By the way, speaking of, did you see the credits of the other week's show?
I watch the credits every single week.
Yeah, did you
I like it. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. I do. I got some stuff I want to add to it too, actually. Okay. So, if you are going to join our Patreon, there is a Patreon level where you yourself can have your name in the credits. Do you want to be in credits? Do you want to be blamed for part of this show? Get your name in the credits. Go to patreon.com. Anyways, I think that's all the plugs I have for now.
All right. shameoflife.com.
Always check out the shameoflife.com. Yes, it is our sponsor. We love them very so much. And
go in there, type in rundown 20 and get 20% off of the works for shameoflife.com.
Yeah, so check them out. Okay, everyone, that's all we have for the episode for YouTube. If you want to see the full episode, check us out on patreon.com/rayhartrundown. Join our Patreon so you can help support the show and you'll be able to see the entirety of this episode. plus many, many, many more exclusive things that we have. And we give out free merch. What? Free merch? Yeah. Get free shit. So go to patreon.com/Rayhart Rundown and check out the full version of this episode. If you're still watching on YouTube, that's fine too. We love you. Thank you for helping us support the show. Just don't forget to subscribe and click the like button and the bell. All right, peacocks up, everybody. We'll see you later.